I'm a, yeah, I can. I'm not hearing myself, but I can hear myself out here. Yeah. You want it? Now it's on. You want it on or for the for the game? Yeah. I don't need to hear my because I can hear myself talking. Oh, you want me to hear? Yeah. All right, pod you up. All right. And from the campus of Mountain Ridge High School in Glendale, Arizona, welcome to 2025 Arizona Youth Football League action, as the first ball game here at 9 a.m. is a 10 and under matchup between Team Impact at 3-3 and the Raiders AZ at 6-2. Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. Today out here on the west side, about 67th Avenue north of 101 in Glendale. Temperature right around 69 here on this nice, beautiful morning here out in Glendale. High 83 later on, but good ball game. This opened, the high school opened about 1995, and we've got the coin toss at midfield. The Team Impact in the black uniforms with the red. Raiders looking a lot like, I still call them the Oakland Raiders. I guess you got to kind of get used to the Las Vegas Raiders in the white, and the coin toss at midfield, and we'll see who gets the ball first. So 3 ball games today. The first ball game is a 10 and under matchup. It is the Raiders against Team Impact. So it appears the Raiders won the toss. They've deferred, and sometimes it's hard to tell what the referees really signal until they say, you know, who's going to get the ball and whatnot. And we'll find out right now. So 69 degrees. So Team Impact will get the ball first. Raiders deferred, so Team Impact will get it first. The head coach for Team Impact is Coach Dave. They are 3-3, and Team Impact, they practice up around Desert Ridge, so they're kind of a North Phoenix team. Raiders AZ at 6-2 around the Avondale area. So again, in the white uniforms, kind of resembling the Raiders or the New Orleans Saints on the right side, and kicking off first will be the Raiders. Team Impact in the black and the red, and going back deep, got 3 guys for Team Impact that most likely will be handling the ball. 18, Blake Moore, McCoy Campbell, number 22, and Lincoln Wakwe, 23. So we'll see who is back deep, and Max Valenzuela will do the kicking off for the Raiders, kicking from right to left. He will also double team as the quarterback for the Raiders. Head coach for the Raiders, Dante Millage, assisted by Ronald Lennies and Stephen James. So the Raiders kicking off from right to left. Team Impact to return this kick of Max Valenzuela. And a squib kick here back through the middle, and it's gobbled up around the 26-yard line. Straight ahead and cutting here to the near side, breaking a couple tackles, slipping to the outside, and racing up the near sideline and taken out right around midfield that time is Dillon. Check that, I should say that was McCoy Campbell that brought that back. So 22, McCoy Campbell returning that kick, 24 yards. Officially, they're going to mark him down at the 47-yard line of Team Impact. So a 21-yard return for McCoy Campbell. Nick Vitolo set to go as quarterback, number 15 for Team Impact. Blake Moore will also come in wearing number 18. And when Moore comes in, he'll do a lot of the running. Be a running quarterback. The running back's 23, Lincoln Wakwe. A lot of the teams go by the first names. Eddie, number 61, Blake Moore, 18, will be a running quarterback. Nolan Dyer, a wide receiver, 87. First down and 10 for Team Impact from their own 47-yard line. Just underway, the first play from scrimmage, and a pitch going left this time, and slipping a tackle and getting back to the original line of scrimmage that time on the carry is the tailback. So that time it was Blake Moore getting that pitch, and he comes out to the near side. A gain of about a yard. Moore comes in. Also, Alexander Craig, 74, checks in. A gain of 1. It'll be second down and 9 for Team Impact from their own 48-yard line. 3 ball games today. 11 a.m. It's a 14 and under 8th grade Ridge Junior Mountain Lions against 8th grade West Valley Bolts. Second down and 9 for Team Impact from their own 48-yard line. Backs in the I formation. Man goes in motion. They hand off inside, and this is a fullback getting back close to midfield. He runs into a load of Raiders inside. And coming up inside was Dillon getting the carry that time for Team Impact from the fullback position. Dylan Boilo. A gain of 2. It's 3rd down and 7 for Team Impact from midfield. No score early on here in the opening quarter. Just the 3rd play from scrimmage in the ball game. The Raiders won the toss. They deferred, so Team Impact got the ball first. The first down marker is down at the 43-yard line of the Raiders, and a timeout is called by Team Impact. Team Impact at 3-3. Head coach Dave. Some of the guys to keep an eye on defense for Team Impact: number 18, Blake Moore; McCoy Campbell, 22; Troy Menking on Team Impact. Guys to keep an eye on defense for the Raiders: number 7, Caden Harris; Knox Alexander, number 19; Ronald Sevilla, number 12; and Isaac Gallegos, 34. So the opening possession of the ball game as Team Impact facing 3rd down and 7 from midfield. They're in the black uniforms with the red, and the Raiders looking a lot like the Oakland/Las Vegas Raiders. 69 degrees, expected to get to about 83 later on today. No score early on here in the ball game. 4 10-minute quarters. The running back for the Raiders, or I should say for Team Impact, is Lincoln. And the snap is mishandled, and down they go. A big hit on defense for the Raiders. Javon Webster, number 00, really mixing that play up. And it started really with the snap, and it was mishandled, but Javon Webster, number 00 for the Raiders. Jim Otto used to wear that number for the Raiders back in the day, a Hall of Fame center for the Oakland Raiders. So a loss on the play of 4. 4th down and 10 for Team Impact back at their own 46-yard line. The opening possession of the ball game. Again, it's Lincoln, the running back, and a high snap. In trouble and racing to his left this time is Moore, getting to the outside, close to the first down marker, and he's going to have enough for a first down. It was a very high snap, but Blake Moore, with great athleticism, the running quarterback, went high into the air and made something out of nothing and picked up the first down. So credit Blake Moore with a great athletic move. He gets the play here from the near sideline from head coach Dave. That could have been a disaster, but Blake Moore with his great athleticism went high into the air on the high snap and raced around the left side and picked up the needed 10 yards for the first down for Team Impact. Move the chains, 1st down and 10, Team Impact. Ball rests at the 42-yard line of the Raiders. They pitch it going right this time as Lincoln trying to get to the outside and puts a stiff arm on, and he knocks a man down. So Lincoln Walkway put a hit on a man, and Ian Milage took a little bit of the brunt of that, number 4 for the Raiders, but a couple of good stiff arms for Lincoln on that run around the right side and a pickup of 4. The opening possession of the ball game for Team Impact, they got the opening kickoff. About 6 minutes remaining in this opening quarter, no score. Opening drive of the ball game, 2nd down and 6 for Team Impact at the 38-yard line of the Raiders, and we've got a whistle. And let's see if there was movement on the play. False start against Team Impact. Nolan Dyer moved early on that. When this drive started back at the 46-yard line of Team Impact. After the 5-yard penalty against Dyer, it'll be 2nd down 11 for Team Impact. the 43-yard line of the Raiders. Quick toss far side, reaching high into the air, making that catch. And moving forward and picking up a couple on that far side is Gray Thompson. It was a high throw, but Thompson a good job to go up and get that ball, and he picked up about 3 yards, making it 3rd down and 8 for Team Impact at the 40-yard line of the Raiders. So again, Blake Moore, the athletic quarterback who can run or throw, wearing number 18 for Team Impact, brings in the play. Nick Vitolo will be also quarterbacking at times. Lincoln Walkwee is the running back on 3rd down and 8. Team Impact at the 40-yard line of the Raiders. They need the 32-yard line of the Raiders. And Moore, a quarterback delay. He's into the open inside the 15, 10-5, in for a touchdown. It goes for 40 yards. And Blake Moore, on the quarterback delay, showed his speed, and it goes for a 40-yard touchdown for the quarterback, Blake Moore, and it's 6-0 in favor of Team Impact about midway through the opening quarter. So Team Impact strikes first on the very athletic quarterback, Blake Moore, on a quarterback delay. Now, should the teams decide to kick it, which is a little bit more difficult at the 10 and under level, it goes for 2 points. And should they decide to pass it or run it, it counts for 1, as Blake Moore, who scored on the 40-yard run, now brings in the play. Moore wearing number 18. Lincoln Walkwee is the running back. Moore goes out of the shotgun. They'll go for 1 point. Sets, fires towards the end zone, and it's a little bit too high. That in time intended for Nolan Dyer. So it goes incomplete. The 1-point conversion try is no good. But Team Impact here about halfway through this opening quarter leads the Raiders by a score of 6-0. So a 54-yard drive, some of the big plays. In fact, it was Blake Moore saving it on a 4th down and 10 and a high snap. The quarterback picking up 10 on a play that could have been dangerous. And then he scored in the 40-yard touchdown run, did Blake Moore. It'll be Trenton Fronick, number 51, kicking off for Team Impact. And now the Raiders will take their shots. Max Valenzuela on the far side wearing number 2. And Knox Alexander here on the near side. Alexander fields it at the 18-yard line, picks up a block by Valenzuela. And Alexander in trouble, and down he goes right around the 30-yard line. Nice tackle by Gavin Council of Team Impact. And it appears the kicker, Trenton Fronick, getting up a little bit slow. So the offense of the Raiders led by Max Valenzuela, number 2. Elon Millage, number 4. And Xander Rue, 22, the running backs tentatively scheduled. We've got an injured member of the Raiders. And timeout is called. The score is 6-0 in favor of Team Impact on a 40-yard touchdown run by Moore. We're going to take a break in the action with an injured player for the Raiders. Back momentarily. 6-0 in favor of Team Impact about halfway through the opening quarter. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Andrews along with Jeff Lowry out here at Mountain Ridge High School in Glendale. 6-0 in favor of Team Impact on the 40-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Blake Moore. And the Raiders take over first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Max Valenzuela, who is the quarterback, was the injured ball player. And let's see who checks in at quarterback for the Raiders. Valenzuela not in there right now. Ian Millage, it appears, will be the... Let's take a look. Xander Rue will go under center, it appears. So with Valenzuela being dinged up on that kick return, Rue will go under center, wearing number 22 for the Raiders on first down and 10. Raiders from their own 30-yard line. Their first possession of the ball game, they trail it 6-0 here midway through the opening quarter. Raiders are 6-2, coached by Dante Millage. So Xander Rue goes under center. They set it up with two backs in the backfield and a handoff into the secondary, and enough for a first down that time. And there was a fumble on the play. It is recovered by Gavin Council of Team Impact. The handoff went straight ahead, and the fumble was recovered by Team Impact. Gavin Council came up with it, so only one play from scrimmage for the Raiders. And Team Impact set to add to a 6-0 lead here midway through the opening quarter. They're going to have great field position. First down and 10 at the Raiders' 42-yard line. So Gavin Council recovers the fumble for Team Impact as they're trying to extend their record to 4-3. So Lincoln Waku will be the running back again on first down and 10. Moore goes under center. They pitch it to Lincoln, gets away from one man, gets to the outside, slips another tackle. On his feet, picks up the first down and more down the left sideline. Stays on his feet. He's going to go all the way in for a touchdown. So Lincoln Wakwe goes for 43 yards. And just like that, it's 12-0 in favor of Team Impact here with about 3 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. So Lincoln runs it around the left side on the pitch. Goes for 43 yards unofficially. So Team Impact capitalizes on the fumble. They will go for a one-point conversion. They failed the first time around. Man comes in motion on the near side. Quarterback Blake Moore fakes it, but nothing doing, and he's going to be taken down on the far side that time by Isaac Gallegos. So both point after tries for Team Impact come up empty, but Team Impact capitalizes on the fumble by the Raiders, and Lincoln runs at 43 yards for a touchdown. So 12-0 in favor of Team Impact. Right around 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. We've got some very good officials that we can hear very well out here. Occasionally we've had some not quite as good, but this is a very good team. Trenton Fronick will kick off for Team Impact. Knox Alexander is the lone man back to return this kick for the Raiders. Trenton boots it to the far side. It's picked up at the 28-yard line by Alexander. Fights his way ahead and picks up 13 yards back to the 41-yard line. Taken down by Menking. So the Raiders have only run one play from scrimmage. And that was a fumble that was recovered by Team Impact's Gavin Council. And on the very next play, Lincoln Wakwe ran one 43 yards around the left side. The initial score was a 40-yard quarterback keeper by Blake Moore. So Team Impact leading at 12-0 here in the later stages of the opening quarter. No operating scoreboard, so estimating the time remaining. So Valenzuela, who was shaken up on the last kickoff, in at quarterback on 1st down and 10 for the Raiders from their own 41-yard line. A penalty marker comes in. Appears it's going to be offside against Team Impact. Yeah, these are some very, very good referees. We can hear them loud and clear. So offside against Team Impact. This is just the second play from scrimmage for the Raiders. They fumbled the last time they had it. 1st down and 5 for the Raiders from their own 46-yard line. Valenzuela out of the shotgun, and that's a delayed snap, and I'd imagine that would go against the Raiders. So false start against the Raiders. They just give that penalty right back. Something to do with the snap count, I'd imagine. The Raiders calling timeout. It is 12-0 in favor of Team Impact here in the 10 and under ball game at 9 a.m. They're leading the Raiders AZ 12-0, later stages of the opening quarter. Team Impact scored first in the quarterback delay, a 40-yard run by Blake Moore. Then, after the fumble by the Raiders in the first play they had from scrimmage, 43-yard run by the running back Lincoln Wakwe. Both extra points. They tried to go for one, and they came up empty on both. Raiders in the white, looking a lot like the traditional Oakland/Las Vegas Raiders, and Team Impact in the black and red. So after a couple of penalties, 1st down and 10, Raiders from their own 41-yard line. Valenzuela goes under center. Isaac Gallegos in the backfield. Handoff going for about 4 yards to the other running back that time. Getting up a little bit slow that time was Ian Millage. Dante Millage, the head coach for the Raiders, assisted by Ronald Anise and Stephen James. So Ian Millage picking up 4 behind right guard, and it's 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders in their own 45-yard line. Raiders trailing it by a score of 12-0 here later part of the opening quarter out at Mountain Ridge High School in Glendale, out on the kind of the northwest side. Valenzuela will go under center. Xander Rue in the backfield. He gets the pitch going left, and he's taken down for a loss. Troy Menking leading the charge on that one, as well as Eddie. So Team Impact using a lot of just their first names. And it's a loss of 4 on the play, nothing doing around the left side, and it's now showing 2nd down and 10, but I don't think they've switched that on the far side. It should be 3rd down and 10. Raiders from their own 41-yard line. They need to get over midfield for the first down. Valenzuela under center. He will look to throw. Tosses it and nearly intercepted on the far side by Blake Moore. That could have gone back the other way. Moore, one of the top athletes for Team Impact, nearly picked that one off. So the Raiders facing a 4th down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. This the second possession for the Raiders. They trail at 12-0 to Team Impact. Closing moments of this opening quarter. Valenzuela goes out of the shotgun in 4th down and 10. Raiders from their own 41-yard line. Directing traffic as Gallegos moves left side. Empty backfield, a high snap. Valenzuela has pressure, lofts it here into triple coverage on the near side, and it goes incomplete. It was intended down here for Xander Rue. You might as well throw it up. If it's intercepted, it's the same as a punt, but it goes incomplete. So that's a positive for Team Impact, who takes over 1st down and 10 at the 41-yard line of the Raiders. So the Raiders off to a tough start so far. Team Impact leading 12-0 on a pair of touchdown runs, 40 yards by the quarterback Blake Moore, and the other one 43 yards by Lincoln Wakwe. Little bit of a nice breeze out here. The game time temperature was 69 degrees, expected to get to 83 later in the afternoon. Lincoln is the running back. Moore under center on 1st down and 10. They pitch it to Lincoln going right, trying to get to the outside. Slips a couple of tackles, stays on his feet, and wow, is he slippery. It appeared that they were going to have him back behind the line of scrimmage, but Lincoln got to the outside, and depending on where they mark it, it's going to be close to a 1st down around the 31-yard line of the Raiders. Timeout is called by the Raiders as they trail at 12-0 and possibly looking at potentially a 20-0 deficit or 18-0 deficit here as they're getting in a hole early. Team Impact at 3-3. They're out of the North Phoenix area. At least they practice up around Desert Ridge. Raiders AZ around the Avondale area. They're 6-2. The 11 a.m. game is 14 and under / 8th grade. Ridge Junior Mountain Lions versus the 8th grade West Valley Bolts. So Lincoln picked up the 1st down, making something out of nothing around the right side. It's 1st down and 10. Team impacted the 31-yard line of the Raiders. Moore goes under center. Lincoln again is the running back. They pitch it to him going left. Gets to the outside with blockers, picks up a couple, and finally taken down the far side, and not until he picks up a gain of about 7 and taken down by the Raiders on the far side. Ronald Sevilla II over in on the action amongst others. A gain of 6 for Lincoln. Team Impact trying to add to a 12-0 lead here in the final stages of the opening quarter. It's 2nd down and 4. Team Impact at the 25-yard line of the Raiders. Lincoln the tailback again as Moore goes under center. That's taken around the left side. Again, it was the quarterback, Blake Moore, who's got a ton of athleticism, going around the left side and picking it up for a first down. That's the end of the opening quarter, with Team Impact leading 12-0, and they're knocking on the door for another score. We're going to take a break in the action, back with the second quarter. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. We start the second quarter. 4 10-minute quarters. Team Impact trying to add to a 12-0 lead over the Raiders, and they have a first down and 10, the 18-yard line of the Raiders. More hands off to Lincoln, going left, trying to get to the outside. Nothing doing that time, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. That time it was Ronald Sevilla, the second, coming up, number 12 from the linebacker position. It's a loss on the play of 5. Lincoln Walkwee has been very slippery. That time he couldn't get away, going to the left side. It'll be second down. We'll call it 14 for Team Impact at the 40 or the 23-yard line of the Raiders. Moore will go out of the shotgun. Lincoln, the running back, with 3 receivers. Quick toss right side. This is complete, and a little razzle-dazzle. They fire to the far side, and that's good for a touchdown. A little bit of razzle-dazzle there. Trying to pick up the exact number, if you can see it looking through the glass. It appeared to me that somebody was over the line of scrimmage. When they threw that, it was over the line of scrimmage going to the right. So that will not count. It's coming back. Loss of down and 2 illegal forward passes, and that certainly from the naked eye, that did appear exactly what happened. First one looked a little bit forward, but then he threw it. So there was, he would have had to throw behind the line of scrimmage to throw forward. Yeah. So a loss of down and a loss of 5 after 2 illegal forward passes by Team Impact. They face third down and 20 at the 29-yard line of the Raiders. And now a flag and a whistle comes in. Blake. It'll be a false start against Team Impact. They lead at 12-0. They were knocking on the door. It's early in the second quarter. But this drive, since they got it headed down to the 18-yard line of the Raiders, they've simply backtracked all the way to their the 34 of the Raiders, so it's 3rd down and 25. Certainly 4-down territory here for Team Impact. They need the 9-yard line for a first down. Moore goes out of the shotgun. He waits for the snap. He's going to take it himself. He can move, goes to his right, slips one tackle down the right sideline, inside the 10, the 5. He's close to the end zone. And no penalties. Or is there a penalty on the far side? The referees are pointing at something.
There is a flag. 15.
It would go for 34 yards, but a penalty marker down, and as much was happening on that play, you'd not surprised to see that it was a great run by the quarterback, Blake Moore. They're waving off the flag. It'll be a 34-yard touchdown run by Blake Moore. And it's now 18-0 Team Impact. Blake Moore can do a lot with his legs. He had a 40-yard run prior, and that one goes for 34 yards. And it's now 18-0 in favor of Team Impact. They will go for 1 point. Well, somebody's tying their shoe down there, but that was Blake Moore. But they will go for the 1-point conversion. Moore under center, a quick toss here to the near side. It goes incomplete. So 3 consecutive point after tries. Team Impact unable to get it. But a pair of touchdown runs by the athletic quarterback Blake Moore, one of 40 yards, the opening score for Team Impact. And now a 34-yard touchdown run by Moore. And sandwiched in between, a 43-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Wakwe. So here in the early stages of the second quarter, it is 18-0 in favor of Team Impact over the Raiders. So Team Impact has dominated this ball game so far. Trenton Fronick will kick off for Team Impact. Ian Millage, 4, is back deep, along with Stephen James. Millage picks it up from the 31-yard line into the middle of the pack and stays on his feet out to the 47-yard line. A 16-yard return by Ian Millage. So the Raiders going to try to get something going here. They're in an 18-0 hole here with about 7 minutes remaining in this first half. 3 touchdown runs by Team Impact, a pair by the quarterback Moore of 40 and 34 yards, and Lincoln Wakwe, the running back, a 43-yard scamper. So the Raiders will go to work with Valenzuela at the quarterback. Millage in the backfield, 1st down and 10, Raiders from their own 48-yard line. They hand off to Millage, a big hole inside, and he stopped after about a 5-yard gain. Trenton Fronick, who kicked off, number 51, getting up from the bottom of that pile, but a couple of guys for Team Impact appear to be injured. Trenton getting up, but we've got another guy down for Team Impact. Millage picked up about 5 yards straight ahead. We're going to take a break in the action here with Team Impact with the injured ball player. And welcome back, everybody. The injured ball player for Team Impact. It was either 25 or 26. Don't want to.
26.
26 it was. Aiden Rico. So he comes off. And now it's 2nd down and 5 for the Raiders. The 47-yard line of Team Impact. Team Impact leading 18-0 here in the second quarter. Valenzuela out of the shotgun. A couple of fakes. He goes to his right, and he's in trouble, and down he goes. Down he goes, Troy Menking with a huge sack on the play, and that play for the Raiders never got off the ground, but Menking, number 88, with a tremendous highlight reel sack and a loss on the play of 9. It'll be 3rd down and 14 for the Raiders, now back at their own 44-yard line. They need the 42 of Team Impact. Valenzuela goes under center. They pitch it to Millage going left, slips one tackle in the backfield. They string him out, but Millage with some tremendous athleticism got around the corner. They're going to mark him out at midfield. He picked up about 5 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down and 8 for the Raiders from midfield. So Ian Millage got around the corner, but he stepped out of bounds at midfield. It'll be 4th down and 8 for the Raiders from midfield. They need the 42 of Team Impact. Team Impact leading 18-0 here, about halfway gone here in the second quarter. Max Valenzuela goes under center. They pitch it, this time going right. And a humongous hit. Blake Moore with a monster hit. And are they going to say it's a fumble? Not quite sure. Nevertheless, it was 4th down. I believe it was Millage that had the ball. And nevertheless, whether he came up with it or not, it will be over on downs to Team Impact. Another look of the sack. Blake Moore, 18. 2 touchdowns already this afternoon at quarterback. And a big sack wearing number 18 for Team Impact. Moore with a pair of touchdown runs from the quarterback position, 40 and 34 yards sandwiched in between Lincoln Walkwee, the running back, 23, got a 43-yard touchdown run. So Team Impact poised to score another couple of points and add to an 18-0 lead here midway through the second quarter. 1st down and 10. They hand off inside, and plowing ahead, the fullback for, well, check that. That was the quarterback, Moore. Moore, a big guy, picked up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Team Impact at the 42-yard line of the Raiders. Nick Vitolo, 15. The other quarterback, but this time Blake Moore, 18, who has 2 touchdown runs, brings in the play. Team Impact coached by head coach Dave. They're 3-3 on the season. Second down and 7. Team Impact at the 42-yard line of Moore. Races to his left, has pressure, slips one tackle, throws deep down the near side of the field and goes incomplete. Tended down here on the near side for Gray Thompson, and Blake Moore barely able to keep himself in bounds, but showed very good strong arm that time, but it goes incomplete. So Blake Moore brings in the play, and Team Impact leading 18-0 here in the second quarter, 4 10-minute quarters. 3rd down and 7. Team Impact at the 42-yard line of the Raiders. They need the 35 for a 1st down. Moore under center. They pitch it to Lincoln going right, trying to get to the outside and taken down. A tremendous open field tackle. Dillon on the carry that time, and Stephen James on the tackle. So Dylan Boileau, just call him Dylan. They didn't get the exact pronunciation on that one, but James with a tremendous tackle and a loss on the play of 2. So Team Impact facing a 4th down and 9 at the Raiders' 44-yard line. When in doubt, let the quarterback Blake Moore run for it. He has 2 touchdowns already with 4 receivers. A high snap. There he goes, cutting to his left. Gets to the outside. Has the first down and more, and finally wrangled down inside the 30-yard line that time by Caden Harris. A 16-yard pickup around the left side by Blake Moore. When in doubt, let the running quarterback take it. He already has 2 touchdowns of 40 and 34 yards. Three minutes remaining in the first half. Team Impact leading 18-0 and poised to add to that lead here on 1st down and 10. The Raiders' 28-yard line. Lincoln is the tailback as Moore goes under center. They pitch it to Lincoln going right. Trying to get to the outside, slips a couple of tackles. A penalty marker comes in, probably in the vicinity of holding, and Lincoln was dead to rights in the backfield, but he ended up picking up a couple of yards, but this most likely in the vicinity of holding or a clip. Lincoln Walkwee already has a touchdown run of 43 yards. A very dangerous running back wearing number 23 for Team Impact. Sounds like Trevor Rose. I heard 21 on offense with the infraction of holding. Closing moments of this opening half. It's 18-0 in favor of Team Impact. They've got a 1st down and 20 at the 38-yard line of the Raiders. And Moore was tripped up, I believe, by one of his own linemen. One of those times just a little bit of bad luck, and it's going to be a loss of 3. Moore with already a pair of touchdowns today. The running quarterback for Team Impact, 40 and 34 yards. Running back Lincoln Walkwee also with a touchdown run. Second down and 24. Blake Moore going to take off, but he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Ian Millage. The Raiders in a bit of a hole here just before halftime, trailing 18-0. And just when they think they've got Team Impact down, Blake Moore, the running quarterback for Team Impact, pulls him out of the fire. Nick Vitolo, quarterback number 15, checks in. So Vitolo in at quarterback. On 3rd down and 24, Team Impact at the 42-yard line. They pitch it to Lincoln going left. There's a couple of blockers. Shoved it out of bounds around the 42-yard line that time by Ian Millage. So that time, Nick Vitola, number 15, in at quarterback, as Blake Moore getting a breather for Team Impact. Approaching a minute here remaining in the first half. It is 18-0 in favor of Team Impact. They've dominated the whole way. That's the end of the half. So that is the end of the half, and Team Impact going into halftime with an 18-0 lead. A pair of touchdowns of 40 and 34 yards by Blake Moore, and Lincoln Walkway, the running back, a 43-yard touchdown run. So in the second half, the Raiders will get it first, I believe. So we're going to take a break in the action. 18-0 in favor of Team Impact. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry out in Mountain Ridge High School out in Glendale. And kicking off here in the second half is Trenton Fronick for Team Impact as they try to contain the Raiders as it's 18-0 Team Impact. That ball is kicked, and going down to one knee is Millage at the 39-yard line. So in that first half, a pair of touchdown runs by Blake Moore, the athletic quarterback for Team Impact. The first a 40-yard run, then a 34-yard run. In between Lincoln Walkwee, a 34 or 43-yard touchdown runs. All three extra point tries. They didn't try to kick it. That would go for 2 points, but they tried to run it or pass it, and each time, and all three times, they were not able to come up with it. So the Raiders looking very much like the old Oakland Raiders, I guess the Las Vegas Raiders, and Team Impact in the black and red. First down and 10. Whistle in this play is whistle dead. Temperatures in the low 70s, so very nice out here this afternoon. They're going to just say there was no play, it appears. First down and 10, Raiders in their own 39-yard line. A handoff, Millage going right. Tries to get to the outside, but he is taken down immediately. And again, Blake Moore, the very athletic quarterback slash defensive, say he's the middle linebacker, coming in and knocking down Ian Millage, the running back, at the line of scrimmage. No gain, second down and 10. It's been all Team Impact. They lead at 18-0 early in the second half. Second down and 10. Valenzuela out of the shotgun. They split out three receivers to the near side. Millage comes in to the left. And a little bit of confusion going on out there. On second down and 10 for the Raiders. Penalty marker comes in. Valenzuela takes off himself, and not surprised that, that took so long and there was confusion. They were all, it's amazing, they 10 and under, looking at their arms on plays. That looked like it was probably a complicated play. And so legal formation against the Raiders. That penalty declined after just a 2-yard pickup by Valenzuela. It is third down and 8. Raiders from their own 41. They need their own 49-yard line. Raiders trailing 18-0 to Team Impact here early in the second half. Valenzuela out of the shotgun. Man comes in motion to the near side. A handoff going left this time, and a penalty marker comes in. It was Millage, again taken down. That time is Troy Menking. Keep your eye on 88 and 18 for Team Impact. Raiders calling a timeout, it appears. They really haven't been able to get anything going today. It is a Raiders timeout. The penalty marker on that play moves it back to the Raiders 37. It'll be third down and 12. Raiders back at their own 37. Opening drive of the second half. Team Impact leading at 18-0. Pair of touchdown runs by the quarterback Blake Moore, 40 and 34 yards, in between a 43-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Walkwee. All three conversion tries were no good. There has not been a punt attempt yet in the ball game. And they may try to punt it here. Gray Thompson is back deep to return the punt. Unless he's just a safety back there. Isaac Gallegos is the tailback on 4th down and 12. They pitch it. Millage going right, trying to get to the outside. And he is taken down on the far side. Again, it was Blake Moore. Well, as Trevor Rose on the tackle, and on downs, it'll be Team Impact's ball. Another short field for Team Impact is their first possession of the second half. They lead at 18-0. At the lower levels, 10 and under, it's tough enough to punt, but the difficulty comes when you try to snap it. The punter's usually only back about, 7 or maybe 7 yards, and generally a lot of times they'll get the punt blocked. By the time if you do get the punt off, it's not going to go very far, so it's really higher percentage to go for it on 4th down, no matter if you got 4th and 30. So Team Impact again will go to work trying to add to an 18-0 lead. 1st down and 10 at the 37-yard line of the Raiders. Handoff inside this time. Nick Vitolo in at quarterback. And when Vitolo is in quarterback, they will hand off to the other quarterback, Blake Moore, who's such a good runner. They'll put him at running back. Blake Moore has a pair of touchdowns, comes to the near sideline. He picked up one on that play as he ran into the middle of the pile. 2nd down and 9 for Team Impact at the 36 of the Raiders. 18-0 Team Impact. Here, probably around 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Moore is the quarterback. Lincoln is the tailback on 2nd down and 9. Moore going to take him off himself, slipped one tackle, stays on his feet, and taken down by Millage inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Close to the 1st down marker. And not sure that they're going to give it to him. We'll see. They're moving the chains down a little ways. He was close to the 1st down marker, and they will give him the 1st down. He just got it, picking up 9 yards on the quarterback keeper inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, now they're going to change their minds on the far side. It will be 3rd down and about a yard. So he picked up 8 on the play. He needed 9. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Team Impact. The 29-yard line. Moore, the quarterback, backs in the I formation. Lincoln goes in motion. They hand off inside, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Handoff inside goes to Rico. And after getting tackled, needing to tie his shoe up. So Aiden Rico getting the carry that time. He needed a yard and he picked up 2. A 1st and 10 for Team Impact at the 27-yard line of the Raiders. This play is whistled dead. Offside against Javon Webster of the Raiders. Team Impact leading 8-0 here. Missing around 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A free 5 yards for Team Impact. It'll be first down and 5 at the Raiders' 22-yard line as Blake Moore has a pair of touchdowns, 40 and 34 yards. Brings in the play from the sideline. So Aiden Rico, 26, has been one of the running backs, but Lincoln Walkway, the main running back, 23. First down and 5. Moore looks to throw, fires deep down the middle of the field. It's complete and into the end zone for a touchdown. 27 yards. 27 yards to Nolan Dyer. And it's now 24-0 Team Impact. 24-0 Team Impact. So Dyer getting behind the secondary and makes the catch for 34 yards. It is 24-0 Team Impact. Here with about 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Moore will throw for it. And that is complete into the end zone to Gray Thompson for the 1-point conversion. They're now 1 out of 4 in conversion. Should they have tried to kick it, it would have counted for 2, but that going for 1. So 25-0 in favor of Team Impact, and they've dominated the whole ball game. So Moore has been involved in 3 of the touchdowns. At the long pass to Dyer for the touchdown. He's run for 2, 40 and 34 yards. And then the 43-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Walkway. So really, Team Impact has dominated this ball game since the get-go. Stephen James back on the far side, Millage here on the near side. And the kickoff by Trenton is fielded here on the near side by Harris. He brings it back to the 45-yard line. So decent field position for the Raiders. They haven't been able to get anything going all day long. They trail it 25-0 here in the, guessing probably maybe 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. No running, no scoreboard with the clock, so doing our best to estimate the time. So the Raiders first down and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Max Valenzuela is the quarterback, and the backs in the I formation. Handoff inside, Millage picks up a couple, maybe 4, and in there was Trenton Fronick stuffing the hole. A gain of 4, second down and 6. Raiders from their own 49-yard line. Millage 4 and Gallegos 34 in the backfield in second and 6. Pitch it to Millage going right, tries to get to the outside, and he is hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it was the do-everything Blake Moore, quarterback, linebacker, and a loss of 5 on the play. So Blake Moore doing it all on offense and defense, number 18. Raiders facing a third down and 11. Back of their own 44, they need the 45, the opposite 45 for the first down. 25-0 Team Impact. They pitch it going left this time is Millage, and down he goes again. It's Blake Moore with another huge tackle for a loss. Moore dominating this ball game on offense and defense. And the Raiders now facing a 4th down and 18 back of their own 37-yard line. Team Impact has dominated the whole way. Valenzuela will go out of the shotgun. Gallegos lines up behind him on 4th down and 18. Raiders from their own 37. They need the opposite 45 for a 1st down. Valenzuela under duress, steps up, slipped one tackle, and down he goes. Several members of that defense in there to get him. Eddie Dawduck, 61, one of the main men to wrap that play up. So Team Impact leading 25-0. Closing moments of this 3rd quarter. Blake Moore's pair of touchdown runs. He's been tremendous on defense, wearing 18. Nick Vitolo, 15, comes in at quarterback. Moore is going to get a break on the sideline. He's done it all on defense and offense. Pair of touchdown runs, 40 and 34 yards, a touchdown pass to Dyer. Lincoln, a 43-yard touchdown run. So Vitolo now at quarterback for Team Impact on 1st down and 10. Quick toss here to the near side, and the knee was down. Complete to Dillon here on the near side. So Vitolo in at quarterback. The knee was down on that quick toss to the near side. It's a loss of 4. Should be 2nd down and 14 for Team Impact at the 40-yard line of the Raiders. Vitolo tosses far side. It is complete. And picking up a couple of blockers on the far side. A nice little gain to Gray Thompson. It's a gain of 10, bringing up 3rd down and 4. The end of the 3rd quarter with Team Impact leading 25-0. We'll take a quick break in the action as head of the 4th quarter. Team Impact leading 25-0. They'll be facing a 3rd down and 4. So we start the 4th quarter 25-0 in favor of Team Impact, and a handoff going around the right side, and that's enough for a 1st down. Again, it was Lincoln Walkwee who had a 43-yard touchdown run earlier around the right side, and that's enough for a first down. 25-0 in favor of Team Impact. They've dominated the whole way and one play into the fourth quarter. Vitolo is the quarterback on first down and 10 for Team Impact at the 17-yard line of the Raiders. Pitch it again this time, and Lincoln trying to get to the outside, slipped one tackle and then stood it up inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So Lincoln again with some good wheels around the left side, but ran into a couple of big men from the Raiders. So Team Impact feeling pretty good. They lead it here early in the fourth quarter, 25-0. They can really try to run the clock. That was a gain of 5, second down and 5. Team Impact at the 13-yard line of the Raiders. Vitolo out of the shotgun. Throws towards the end zone. And that is complete for a touchdown. Complete for a touchdown to Gray Thompson. That was good for 13 yards. 31-0 in favor of Team Impact now here, early stages of the fourth quarter. So Blake Moore, number 18, getting a breather on the sidelines. He's done everything. Vitolo now has been in at quarterback, and the timeout is called by Team Impact. 31-0 in favor of Team Impact here in the early stages of the very early stages of the fourth quarter. Eventually they'll get a running clock. Not exactly sure when that would start. They've changed it several times through the years. Vitolo and Team Impact will go for the 1-point conversion. Lincoln is the tailback. They go for 1. Vitolo, the quarterback. He's a throwing quarterback. Rolls to his right. Cuts it back into the middle. Slipped a couple of tackles. And he's going to be shy of the goal line. And the 1-point conversion comes up empty. It is 31-0 in favor of Team Impact here, early stages of the fourth quarter. Recapping the scoring on the day, it's a big day for Blake Moore. Done very well on defense, a lot of tackles. Run for a couple of touchdowns from the quarterback position, 40 and 34 yards. A touchdown pass to Dyer. Vitolo just threw a touchdown pass, and then in between a 43-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Walkwee. Trenton Fronick will kick off for Team Impact. Millage is back deep. Stephen James comes in on the far side, and Millage knocks it down, recovers it at the 34-yard line. He'll be down right there. So Team Impact has dominated the whole ball game. They lead it 31-0 here in the early stages of the fourth quarter. And Jeff, we're not sure as far as a running clock. I don't think they're quite there yet at 31-0. They've changed it. High school at one time was 42. It's now 35. Raiders go to work, first down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. They haven't been able to get anything going all day long. Max Valenzuela, the quarterback, number 2. So coming in a little bit late, Javon Webster, 0-0 on first down and 10. Pitch it in the backfield. It's a big hit on defense. And a big hit coming in for Gavin Council and Team Impact. Made the hit on Stephen James. So Team Impact really has just made a big impression this afternoon, leading 31-0 here into the fourth quarter. A loss of 2. Second down and 12. Raiders back at their own 33-yard line. Handoff again, Millage going left, and he is dragged down from behind. Troy Menking again, who's had a big afternoon for Team Impact, on the tackle. A loss of 3. 3rd and 15 for the Raiders from their own 31. They just continue to backtrack due to great defense by Team Impact. Raiders need their own 45 for a first down. They split out 3 receivers to the far side. Valenzuela out of the shotgun, quick toss far side, and it's a little bit too high for Isaac Gallegos. It did look like it was behind the line of scrimmage, just barely. That was close to being a pass behind the line of scrimmage, as we said. Flag on the far side showing 4th down. We'll call it 15 for the Raiders back at their own 31. They need to get just over their own 45 for a first down. Team Impact has led the whole way. They lead it 31-0 here in the early stages of the fourth quarter. Valenzuela goes out of the shotgun. Has pressure, steps up, running for his life, and taken down here on the near side. The tackler, Troy Menking, he came up just a little bit lame after making that tackle, and on downs it'll be Team Impact ball. So on downs, Team Impact will take over here. Guessing about midway through the fourth quarter, and Team Impact leading 31-0. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line of the Raiders. Blake Moore on the sideline here. Had been the early quarterback who'd been running, as Vitolo, 15, is now in at quarterback. So with a 31-0 lead, Team Impact here in the fourth quarter, probably going to change up the lineup a little bit, maybe getting in a few of the reserves. Slight breeze out here blowing from right to left. And the temperature's right around 75. Beautiful weather. First down and 10 for Team Impact, the 29-yard line of the Raiders. And the Raiders calling a timeout. The game after this will be 14 and under / 8th grade. It'll be Ridge Junior Mountain Lions against the 8th grade West Valley Bolts. 1 p.m. 12 and under Ridge Junior Mountain Lions against 12 and under Gilbert Lightning. And I believe there'll be a game after that, but that will not be streamed, at least not by us. That'll be the 3 o'clock game, I guess. Vitolo will be the quarterback. Lincoln Walk will be the running back for Team Impact. 1st and 10 at the 29 of the Raiders. Team Impact leading 31-0 here, probably midway through the 4th quarter. Vitolo out of the shotgun. A high snap. They do it, give it on the end around to the near side, and nothing doing that time as they got it to Blaine McClay. McClay taken down here on the near side. Sevilla, one of the main guys, and Caden Harris for the Raiders. Team Impact can really just run this clock down and looking to get a shutout. 2nd and 13. This is whistle dead before Vitolo can get the play off. Offside against the Raiders and Stephen James. It'll cost the Raiders 5 yards. 2nd down and 8. Vitolo gets a high snap. Gonna take it himself straight ahead, slipping, tackles into the secondary. Stays on his feet and finally taken down at the 12-yard line. Pick up a 16 on the play by Vitolo. Getting that high snap and some nifty moves, running straight ahead, the quarterback for Team Impact. It is 31-0 in favor of Team Impact, looking to shut out the Raiders. It is 1st down and 10 for the Team Impact and quarterback Nick Vitolo. Ball rests at the 13 of the Raiders. They've got to be a little down in the mouth at this stage. Vitolo under center. They pitch it to Lincoln going right. Cuts it back inside the 5. Dances into the end zone for a touchdown. Lincoln with his 2nd touchdown run of the afternoon. That goes for 13 yards. So another great run by Lincoln Wakwu, and it's now 37-0 in favor of Team Impact. They will go for a 1-point conversion. Now I'd imagine the continuous clock would be on. Team Impact to go for a 1-point conversion. Vitolo out of the shotgun gets a high snap, guns it towards the end zone into traffic, and it goes for naught. So the score stays at 37-0, Team Impact. And we're guessing maybe, I would say, about 4 minutes remaining in this one in the 4th quarter, and we would guess the continuous clock would come out. High school, it had been a 42-point lead, at least into the 3rd quarter, was it? And then they moved it to 35, I believe, at the half. So this situation here, I would guess, would be the continuous clock with a 37-0 Team Impact lead. Trenton Fronick will kick off for Team Impact. Boots it into the middle of the field. That is picked up, and that time in trouble and nothing going on. It was picked up by Vasquez, and he was taken down immediately. So 35 points is the continuous clock. And so we will have a continuous clock. It is now 37-0 in favor of Team Impact. Needed to be a 35-point lead. And I'm guessing, around 3 or 4 minutes remaining in this one. Team Impact looking to run their record to 4-3. Team Impact looking for the shutout. First and 10, Raiders from their own 31-yard line. Handoff inside, and maybe a gain of a couple out to the 35-yard line. Handoff inside to Vasquez Rivera. Officially a pickup of about 3. Ball rests at the 34-yard line of the Raiders. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Continuous clock here as we're later stages of the ball game. 37-0 Team Impact. Lead being over 35 points. Second down and 7 for the Raiders. And a whistle is blown that time as Xander Rue under center. A legal motion against the Raiders. Spotted back at their own 29-yard line, facing 2nd down and 13. Team Impact is dominated from the get-go. They lead at 37-0. 2nd and 13, Raiders from their own 29-yard line. Rue is the quarterback. Handoff inside. Millage back over the 30 to the 31-yard line. And that is the end of the ball game. So Team Impact beating the 10 and under Raiders of Arizona by a score of 37-0. Team Impact moves their record to 4-3. The Raiders drop to 6-3. The 11 a.m. game, 25 minutes away. It'll be 8th grade / 14 under Ridge Junior Mountain Lions versus the West Valley Bolts. Again, 37-0. Winning team is Team Impact. I'm Eric Anderson for Jeff Lowry.